Well, the stock of Infosys has outperformed the Nifty IT index on a YTD basis. Infosys is up close to around 22% on a YTD basis, and all eyes would be on its results, which are expected to be announced tomorrow, which is 14th of July. In fact, Irina poll expects a fairly strong revenue growth along with strong deal momentum. Dollar revenue is seen at $37.55 million, which is a growth of 3.9% sequentially, and expect a similar kind of a growth on the constant currency terms. In fact, we should be seeing a strong deal momentum coming in from Infosys. To note that in FY21, large deal wins, the TCV of the large deal wins peaked to an all-time high of $14.1 billion, of which 66% was net new. And hence, this is likely to lead to a fairly strong revenue growth for the entire fiscal itself. In the last quarter, management had guided for an FY22 revenue guidance of close to around 12 to 14%. A lot of the analysts do expect at least 100 to 200 bips upward revision to this revenue guidance. In fact, for instance, Phillip Capital expects the FY22 revenue guidance to be hiked to 13 to 15% from the last quarter guidance of 12 to 14%. Analysts expect that the EBIT margin guidance may likely be maintained at 22 to 24%. For Q4, however, we may see some amount of very marginal dip on the margin front. Irina poll pegs or expects the margins at 24.4%, a dip of 10 bips on a sequential basis. Margin dip is likely on account of the transition cost of the Daimler deal as well as aggressive lateral hiring. But some of the analysts are also penciling in that probably we may see some amount of stability in margins even during this quarter. Besides, of course, the entire commentary on the guidance front, watch out for the commentary on the deal, TCV and pipeline. They have one good amount of deals in the recent quarter, which is Infosys, BP, ArcRock, RXR as well as Britvic. And also watch out for the commentary in terms of when does the entire large deal pipeline translate into revenues. Commentary on the pricing scenario would be fairly important, and also the attrition in the industry has been rising, and hence impact of the attrition on talent cost and margins would be important, and the extent of margin dilution from some of the large deal wins in FY21 would be also important to be watched out for. The stock is trading at 26x FY23 price to earnings multiple, just a notch lower than where TCS trades, because TCS is trading at 27x FY23 price to earnings multiple, and Infosys stock hit record high just around the end of June at 1591 rupees per share. They already have announced a buyback at a buyback price of 1750 per share in the last quarter, and a lot of the analysts have a buy rating on Infosys with target price ranging anywhere between 1600 rupees per share to 2000 rupees per share. So yes, watch out for Infosys results. It's likely to be an industry leading growth for this quarter coming in from them.